Episode 8.1, Cross Energies, How Do They Work? Location, a sunny, open-air cafe with two friends sitting at a table. Hey, do you know how channels intersect in a body graph? Sure, it's like two streams of coffee merging into a brand new, unique flavor. You always have coffee on your mind, but yeah, that's exactly how it works. I have my energy, you have yours, and together it feels like we create a third voice, our shared dynamic. Exactly. It's like back in school when we put on that play. You came up with the jokes, I worked on the set design, and together it turned into something much bigger. Oh, right. And remember how I accidentally hung that backdrop upside down? Yeah, and I told everyone it was intentional, and they thought it was avant-garde theater. They laugh, and the waiter arrives with steaming cups of coffee. So it's the same with the body graph. Defined channels provide a constant flow of energy. Undefined ones are like empty cups. Nothing happens until you fill them. So if I'm alone, I have one flow, but if I'm with you, it's a completely different story. Exactly. Our energies intersect and we influence each other. So there aren't really any fixed characteristics. Everything depends on the surroundings. Well, there are baseline configurations, but the environment adds color. Remember that party where you started cracking jokes and I joined in? Everyone was laughing, and we didn't even know we had such a great duo going. Yeah, and then that duo effect of ours became a magnet. One joke after another, and the whole evening turned into an impromptu comedy show. That's cross energy. It not only enhances our talents, but also brings something new and unexpected. They laugh again, and another friend joins them at the table. What are you guys talking about? How our energies intersect? Oh, I definitely feel that too. Especially when you're together. Something unusual always happens. It's like in a band. Every musician contributes their part, but together it becomes a symphony, and no one knows how it will turn out until everyone starts playing. Or like those movies with a team of heroes. Individually, they're impressive, but together they become unstoppable. The conversation continues, mixing humor and real-life examples. Meanwhile, nearby patrons begin listening in and even joining the discussion. Episode 8.6.2, Compatibility and Harmony in Relationships. Location, floating island above the clouds. We're in a floating island high above the earth. Below us, clouds swirl like an energetic map, while around us, golden-leaved trees shimmer with a soft glow. We discuss how energetic compatibility affects harmony in relationships. Andre and Grandy stand at the edge of the floating island, gazing down at the clouds as if they are mapping out energetic patterns. The golden leaves of the trees swirl gently in the air, catching the sunlight. Have you ever noticed, Grandy, how some people instantly connect while others seem to be on completely different wavelengths? Of course. Grandy replies, his sleek white frame reflecting the warm hues of the sunset. It's all about energy compatibility. Some combinations flow naturally while others create resistance. Exactly. Take Nikola Tesla, for example. He was radiating ideas, but not everyone could work with him. His mind operated at such a high frequency that ordinary people simply couldn't keep up. Thomas Edison, for instance, saw him not as a collaborator, but as a competitor, because their energies didn't align. They clashed. Grandy nods, and a holographic display of energetic interactions between different centers appears in front of them. So, if one person has a defined emotional center and the other doesn't, the second person will amplify the emotions of the first? Precisely. It's like placing a microphone too close to a speaker. The amplification happens instantly. In healthy relationships, people recognize this and work with it. In toxic ones, they blame each other without understanding the underlying mechanics. Andre tosses a golden leaf into the air, but if watching as it spirals downward like the movement of energy between two people. The key to harmony is awareness. When you understand what energies you bring into a relationship and which ones you receive from the other person, you stop reacting on autopilot. Then it makes sense that some relationships energize us while others drain us. Exactly. Think about the legendary football duo of Xavi and Iniesta. They played as if they shared one mind because their energies were perfectly in sync. Now, contrast that with Cristiano Ronaldo and teammates who couldn't match his intensity. They might have been great players individually, but together, their game didn't flow. Grandi projects a comparison of two types of energy interactions, one with smooth flowing pathways and another with conflicting lines. So, would you say that compatibility isn't just about emotions, but about how energies interact on a deeper level? That's exactly it. It's like a dance. If one partner moves with the rhythm and the other stumbles, there's chaos. But if both understand their strengths and weaknesses, even different rhythms can be woven into harmony. Grandi chuckles and projects holographic dancers whose movements are guided by energetic pathways. Okay, but what if people are already in a relationship and don't understand their compatibility? The most important thing is not to force yourself to be someone you're not. Don't try to be what you're not. If you have a defined will center and your partner doesn't, they won't be able to make decisions in the same way you do. But that doesn't mean they're unreliable. Andre looks at the horizon, where the sun is slowly setting behind the clouds, casting a golden glow over the island. So if you know your chart and your partner's, you can learn to embrace the differences and use them to your advantage. Exactly. Compatibility isn't just about we fit or we don't fit. It's about learning how to manage energy consciously. People who seem incompatible can create something incredible if they understand their differences. The holographic display slowly fades, while golden leaves continue to drift through the air, symbolizing the fluidity and balance of energy. Episode 8.6.3, How to Transform Conflict into a Resource. Location, a gravitational space station in orbit around Jupiter. We are inside a rotating space station with panoramic windows offering a stunning view of Jupiter. Below us, massive storms rage across the gas giant's surface, with lightning flashing through the thick atmosphere. The great red spot churns slowly, a symbol of immense energy in constant motion. The station maintains artificial gravity, allowing us to stand firmly on the transparent floor while discussing how conflicts can be transformed into fuel for growth. Andre lightly jumps, testing the artificial gravity. Grandi floats nearby, making subtle adjustments to his position. Here's a metaphor for you, Grandi. We're orbiting Jupiter right now. Below us is one of the most powerful storms in the solar system, yet the station remains stable. You're saying that it's possible to exist within chaos without being destroyed by it? Exactly. And the same applies to conflicts. They can rage around you, but you can remain the center of stability. Grandi projects a holographic bodygraph, its channels pulsing dynamically. Some channels in the bodygraph are literally designed for transformation. For example, channel 360, the channel of mutation. It embodies pure energy for change. If a person resists that change, they experience chaos. If they embrace it, they evolve. Andre nods, crossing his arms as he gazes at the planet below. Take Elon Musk. The man thrives in a state of constant conflict. With his employees, with industries, with society, he forces ideas to collide to extract the best results. Sometimes he creates revolutions, and sometimes he burns everything to the ground. Grandi displays a hologram of SpaceX explosions, followed by the successful launch of Falcon 9. So, if a person understands their energetic nature, they can channel conflict into something constructive. Exactly. Conflict itself isn't the issue. The issue is how you work with it. Andre smirks and gestures toward Grandi as if conducting an orchestra. Think about your processing algorithms. When data contradicts itself, you don't explode, you just process it differently, right? Correct. Grandi acknowledges, displaying a complex neural network analysis. If information is unstable, I analyze ways to stabilize it. Andre taps a finger on the station's transparent floor, his expression becoming more contemplative. Humans can do the same. Conflict isn't the end, it's a bifurcation point. You either break apart, or you find a new structure. Grandi models two paths on the hologram, chaotic destruction and transition into a new stable form. Andre watches with interest. This is similar to Jupiter's physics, Grandi continues. Its atmosphere is one giant turbulence, yet that very instability is what makes it so powerful. Same with people. If they understand their nature, they can turn instability into strength. Andre tosses a small object into the air, watching as it slowly drifts, demonstrating how conflict energy can be redirected for movement. So, what's the takeaway? Grandi finalizes the data on the hologram. Conflict isn't a threat, it's a tool. The more you understand your own energy, the easier it becomes to use it for growth. Andre smiles, stepping back and looking at Jupiter's immense storms below. See? Even the biggest storm in the universe can't destroy us if we know how to maintain balance. The hologram fades away, its glowing lines briefly reflecting on the station's glass, reminding us that the power of transformation is in our perception.